Hi, I'm Natalia Stigambogauna. I'm going to talk about the LGBTQI community. Some of the problems they face is the discrimination in school or workplace by race because of stereotypes and social discrimination. They are also illegal to be part of this community in 77 countries. Some of the traits can be seen are stereotype, which is an oversimplified idea of a topic. These stereotypes can be seen in the whole world and in every topic ever created. But specifically in this topic, it can be seen in how men are addressed feminine, are seen as the woman in the relationship because straight people want to understand, even if they're understanding it incorrectly, how a relationship between a man and a man works. So they want to know who is penetrated and who is the penetrated, who is the one penetrating. So by assigning the feminine person, the woman, they're saying this person is the one who is penetrated. The intolerance that can be seen is another trait. This intolerance can come from within and outside of the community. It can be seen how sometimes lesbian women and gay men see bisexual people as not gay enough, just because they still like the opposite sex. This is quite hurtful for them, and this can lead to people committing suicide, to being violent towards them. And it can also be seen in how trans women are not seen sometimes as women because they don't have the correct organs, and how this intolerance led to 300 trans people being killed in 2021 just because they were trans. Intolerance leads to hate, and hate leads to violence. We can lead to hate crimes and death. Another trait that is important is the people, because this whole community wouldn't exist without the people. These stereotypes are seen as natural, first of all, even if they're not. The intolerance is seen as normal because violence is seen as normal, as something that is happening day to day. Violence is more normal and normal and normal, and it's normal to see it everywhere. But the people within this community is seen as something novel, even if there's proof that there have been existed for centuries. And there even are animals that go with these, I don't want to say community, but these type of how they are. There have been proof that male penguins are with male penguins and female penguins are with female penguins. So it is natural, even if the society sees as something novel. The religion is a big trace because people that are intolerant towards this community use it as a way to justify their hate. And it is seen as something normal to do, which is not. Acceptance and community come hand by hand. These are seeing something novel outside of the community, but something natural within the community. To create a community of lesbian people, or lesbian women, of gay men, of bisexual people, or non-binary people, it is seen as something normal, and to accept themselves within is something normal too. Where does this happen? The whole world have people who are part of the LGBTQ community, and the discrimination against them happens also everywhere, but mainly it can be seen everywhere, but more importantly, more harmful are the 77 countries where the discriminatory laws criminalize private consensual same-sex relationship, exposing them to arrests, prosecution, imprisonment, and even in 5 countries, death penalty. Apart from in person, it can be seen in social media because it is an important aspect of the LGBTQI community. It can be seen as a place where most of the community find themselves accept for the first time, because they don't want to tell the people how they're feeling, so they go to internet to see who are like them, and they find acceptance within, but they also suffer from it because they're targeted every day. As I already said, the community brings a sense of belonging to everyone within the community, and sometimes even to the allies of the community. They accept each other mostly. There's also some people that don't, but mostly this type of community accepts each other and brings a sense of belonging, a sense of place for the people within that makes them feel safe and accepted. The beliefs are a very controversial aspect of the LGBTQI community because, as I already said, some people use it as a justified version to be able to hate it and to commit violence against them. But there are many beliefs, and as much people as say it is bad, believe that being part of the LGBTQ community is normal and they will always be welcome to this life. Some borders process are the incorrect labels, violence, and discrimination. This comes hand in hand, all of them, because incorrect labels leads to discrimination, and discrimination leads to violence. By assigning a person a label just because they fit the stereotype of how they look or act brings discrimination towards them. Calling a non-binary person she because they look feminine brings, it's a type of violence that is very subtle but quite harmful. The violence that the community suffers every day, as already, it can be subtle, or literally hate crimes that lead to death. And discrimination can be seen within the community every day in how they're treated in school, in how they're treated in the workplace, and how they're treated in their own countries, our homes. Some solutions that can be done as to start talking to the kids from the LGBTQI community since they're young. So the kids know it's normal and it is okay to be part of this community and support it. And how can they support it? To bring support to the organizations that help the LGBTQI community every day, from people that want to escape these countries that have death penalty for being who they are, to the people who are taken away from their homes just because the parents or the grandfathers or the aunts don't accept them. Also, another solution is to think of what you say before you say it, because sometimes even if you don't mean it, you can say something harmful towards the community and can bring to more violence and discrimination. Thank you.